Elegant arcades line the main square in Bologna, the Piazza Maggiore. In all, 38 kilometers of arcades extend across the city, protecting pedestrians from the rain and the sun. The first settlements were established here over 2,000 years ago. In the Middle Ages, wealthy families here each built their own tower. The two most famous ones are the 97-meter-high Torre Asinelli and its shorter neighbor, Torre Garisenda. Roberto Zazzaroni has worked here for many years.
I am the keeper of the Asinelli Tower, which along with its sister tower is the symbol of Bologna. My father also worked here, and I'm the first citizen of Bologna to have been born in the tower and not just in its shadow.
Piazza Santo Stefano is also fascinating. This square is actually triangular. The Basilica of St. Stephen is a complex of 7 Romanesque buildings. The oldest parts date from the 5th century. Bologna is often called the Red City. Giorgette Sabini has studied the city's architecture. She's in charge of the tourism office.
Bologna è chiamata la Rossa.
Bologna is known as the Red City. That's because most of its buildings are made of terracotta. There is lots of clay in the region. It's a very pure kind of clay that makes the best and toughest terracotta.
It was used for the facade of the 15th century Oratorio dello Spirito Santo. Bologna is also called the Fat One, La Grassa, because of all its fabulous food. Mortadella is one local speciality.
Mortadella is made of shoulder of pork and pork fat. It's very finely minced, cooked, and stuffed into a natural casing.
Of course, Bolognese sauce is known the world over. Carrots, onions, celery, fresh rosemary, pork belly, red wine, tomato puree, and ground beef.
It's done after 3.5 hours, or 4 hours, depending on how much meat you use.
The sauce is never served with spaghetti, but only with tagliatelle. The famous restaurant Donatello observes this tradition. The original recipe is kept at the Chamber of Commerce. And a prototype in gold of the perfect tagliatella. Bologna is not only the Red City, but also the learned one, La Dotta. Its university was founded in 1088. It's the oldest in the Western world.
At first, classes were held in various parts of the city, in churches and in the homes of the professors. Then, in the mid-16th century, Pope Pius IV came to govern in Bologna, and he built this building, the Archiginnasio, as the first permanent home of the university. Not only people from Bologna or from Italy studied here, but lots of foreigners, Germans, Spaniards, French. The ceilings are painted with the coats of arms of those students.
The city's churches are full of amazing works of art. Some are now kept in Bologna's Pinacoteca, or National Gallery, including this altarpiece by Giotto that dates from the 1330s. Medieval frescoes tell stories from the Bible, just as the Ecstasy of St. Cecilia by Raphael does. Napoleon stole it and sent it to Paris, but now it is back in the city where it was commissioned. Bologna has dozens of museums, but the city itself is one huge living museum, with its old palazzi evoking centuries past.